Hello, and welcome back to the 100 game analysis of Guardian. Last run, another win. Fought Ironclad in Act 1 again, so we got our bronze gear yet again. Had a very interesting build that really didn't have that many brace cards, but it did end up being a brace build. By the time we exhausted down our deck, it was very small, and then we were just able to make use of Revenge Protocol's passive brace right here, along with Curl Up and Resilient Plate Plus, to keep ourselves in defensive and keep our block long enough to stay safe, as well as use our body slams. Kind of an interesting moment for body slam, because usually Guardian can generate just loads and loads of block, but here it was just kind of in a space where it was enough for it to be good, and body slam was still hitting hard, of course, but in a more reasonable manner, I would say. So yeah, overall, very interesting result. Another thing we learned is that Arumba's Pocket Sentry does not weaken on even turns, it weakens on odd turns. So that means we can't buy it before the Niao fight to block the Divinity turn. Oh well. I also found it funny that we took Time Sifter here at the first boss finally, and then it turned up again on the second boss, and I didn't want it. It seems that no matter whether I take Time Sifter or not, it's still bad. Being a little, exaggerating a little bit there. Let's get into this next run, run number 8. Alright, our gem today is another Crystal Ward. I'm sure we'll get a Strength gem eventually. What's our boss? Defect 1, okay. Oh, and we got 3 paths with an early shop, great. Upgraded card, Niao's Lament, essentially. Lose 7 max HP for a rare card, or boss swap. I guess upgrading a card could get Twin Slam into play faster. Obviously I'm taking the boss swap, but I'm talking about just in general, because I wanted to go over these every time. Upgrading Twin Slam means that I can recall at the first fire instead. That can be good under certain situations. Let's see. Yeah, there are some early campfires that we could use. We wanted to do that. There's a lot of good paths here. But then again, we don't really need to because we're boss swapping. This can be good for Guardian. It's a little bit weaker in Act 1, so having something that's specifically geared towards Act 1 can be really good. I think I might have said this in an earlier episode, especially pertaining to Jawworm and how much damage an early Guardian can actually take in even just the easy pool fights. I think a decent amount of that actually can be attributed to Curl Up. Curl Up can be a good card later, but often in the early floors is really bad for you. And we've already discussed choosing a rare card. I did do that once, but it has the potential to low roll, so you would need time to make the card good that you get. Alright, let's boss swap. Okay, Slaver's Collar. Maybe not the most interesting looking boss swap, but it gives us no benefit in our early fights. Actually, it does in the shop, doesn't it? Because the shop is technically an elite. Okay, so it gives us benefit in the shop, which may or may not matter. It's probably just going to matter to do extra damage, but that's it. So we'll have to just be careful about taking hallway fights. But I don't see this being too much of an issue. Alright, taking an early Burning Elite is just, I think, too risky. I'm probably going to go down this way, take these 2 elites, and then maybe go this way, or if I'm strong enough, go this way, because there's an extra elite down here right before the boss. Take a look at all the rest sites here. Going down this right path, flexing into this campfire instead, only has 1 elite and 2 campfires, which is really, really weak of an outcome. There's also this 3 campfire, 2 elite route, which could be a really safe option if I was feeling like maybe taking the Burning Elite. On 4 energy it's interesting, but I think that it has a couple problems this early. One being that if you get a bad draw, then the 4th energy isn't going to matter, and secondly, Sentry is full of bad draws. The other Knob especially could suffer from bad draws, and making the 4 energy not matter. But sentries, after your first cycle, you're 99% of the time not going to be able to spend that 4th energy. So we do still need to be careful early on. I think this will still benefit us in Act 1, but I'm going to stick with this path like I originally thought. And as always, sock with the Aquamarine, upgrade the Twin Slam, and let's keep moving. Alright, already we're seeing kind of what I meant by quote-unquote bad draws. We're not using this 4th energy. However, on this turn we definitely are. Twin Slam, being essentially a 2-cost card, is really nice here. For a moment I forgot that we didn't have Thorn, so I'm a little bit sad now. Ultimately it doesn't matter though. We can still full block. We have to do a little bit more damage because of the energy. Another turn with just 3 energy, but it'll be fine. We'll grow into this 4th energy very soon, I think. Laugh all you want, I'm coming for you later. Orb Walk and Future Plans, oh my. Ooh, that's an interesting choice already. Orb Walk giving us extra strength can be very good, at least this early on. Future Plans is always a good pick this early. You have enough stasis slots to make use of the card well enough, and giving you future power is really nice. Do I just take this and use it as a strength source and build into it? Or do I take Future Plans? Future Plans isn't great for Knob, is the thing. But we still have the shop to look at and 3 more fights. I feel like there is a world where I take this, but, and I think that it could be correct, but I'm still leaning towards this Future Plans heavily. I think once my evaluations change a little bit, maybe I'll think about taking this in a future episode. On 4 energy, at least. It might have been correct, I don't know. Again, just sticking with what I know for now. Alright, no good cards here, really. The potions aren't great either, since I have the 4th energy. I think this is just a card remove. Can we afford the strike? I think so. Okay. Right, don't have 4 energy. This was probably still fine, just because I have Twin Slam. Yeah. Okay. 3 damage fight. Okay, this is really good. Gain stasis slots until you have 3, then repeat 3 times, choose 1 of 3 cards to place into stasis. That's definitely the kind of potion that you use in an elite. Another 3 good cards here. Orb Support, maybe not so much. Ancient Power has very direct synergy with our Twin Slam, as well as all of our starter cards, really. So I think this is what we're going to be taking. Shield Spikes is also an option, but maybe we'll save that for a more defensive approach to Guardian in a later episode. Just going to do this immediately, I think. This is going to be 14 block. Okay. I think we wasted a bit of damage there, but not like we had a choice. It's either to do that or take damage. Guess we're taking damage. Right. So even though Curl Up hit Ascender's Bane again, we're still okay. Time Bomb, another interesting option. That's a way to beat sentries. Also, we can put it into stasis with future plans quite easily. It's a little awkward at this point, but with this potion I'm feeling confident. So yeah, I'm going to do this. Thinking back to that orb block decision against future plans, maybe it was a good choice simply because you can't guarantee you're going to build into physical damage. Obviously we have this now, so it helps a little bit with that, but imagine we took that and then just didn't take normal attacks. We went into like either Thorns or Body Slam or something like that. I'm gonna save the Ancient Power. Again, not 100% sure whether or not that is a correct evaluation, but it is good enough for me right now. I don't think that'll come out in time, but you never know. Curl Up's definitely going to get us some block here, so I don't really want to even take 1 damage, honestly. And it looks like we will be using Time Bomb unless we get a really lucky draw here. And why not? Okay, we did get the damage. Yeah, all 3 cards in stasis, by the way, in a 13-card deck. We already exhausted 1, so 9-card draw. 8-card draw? Yeah, because we play future plans as well. And then if we've already played Ancient Power, it's 7, so our deck gets pretty thin very fast. Another great potion for an elite. Don't need the planning since we have future plans. Could take the priming shot. I'm really liking this Vent Steam, though. Vent Steam is a really strong early card. Kind of a weird set of opening cards, but I think this works. But maybe there's an argument for taking priming shot instead, because we still don't know if we're going physical damage here. It would help with the Ancient Power a little bit, since it would have another card to actually dump strength into, and also it gives us brace versus us taking Vent Steam and using other physical attacks. It has a little bit more. It has different utility than strength in terms of buffing attacks, but maybe it's still bad. I am still inclined to take this, though. Another kind of difficult decision. I'm not sure what I should be doing here. I feel like this is going to be sad for a while. Let's try taking the priming shot. Okay. Time Bomb. I kind of want that in stasis. So let's just put it into stasis now. And we use Quantum Elixir now? I think so. Zillion, Crystal Rays, good as a 0-cost 10 damage. At least when it comes out of stasis in a couple turns. Bracing is interesting. Get us back into defensive quickly, especially since we're using our piercing shot, or priming shot now. For 3 brace, that plus curl up plus this will be enough. This also takes a bit longer to come out of stasis. I think we'll do this. Fierce Bash, ooh. But also Time Bomb. I think Time Bomb's better, right? Comes out sooner. I guess when this comes out of stasis, it's 26 damage, but it's in another turn. Maybe that's still worth it. I think with the future plans, we want to empty the stasis slots a bit more. So I'm going to just use Time Bomb. I'll sacrifice the 4 damage here. I don't think I can choose these cards. I have no stasis slots open. I definitely don't have the 0-cost cards for this, right? I guess I have Twin Slam, so I guess it happens once, just in case this actually works. Alright, yeah, stasis in progress. I'll just play that now. Okay, we drew future plans, which is fine. We lose one turn of it, and then we can put another card into stasis. Alright. $44 damage. Okay, I'll take this. Do I want to? No. I want to be able to draw it again. Alright, taking 10. Maybe a little bit less than ideal, but that's okay. Maybe I could have saved defensive mode for a future turn, but that's fine. We'll get the kill now. Shuriken, that's great actually. We got speed boost. That's really good with our time bomb and our future plans. It would allow us to instantly detonate time bomb in case we draw them both in the same hand. Future plans, while good, can still mean that it takes a bit of time for cards to come out of stasis. Walker Claw, we're not doing anything with that, and planning again is not needed. I think this is a very opportune time for a speed boost. And we have 15 cards just in time for the next elite. That would have been interesting to have with the other potion. Alright. 38 HP. Okay, just block now. Do we wait to use the attack potion or use it immediately? If it has Fierce Bash, then it'll come out of stasis immediately, I think, because it costs 0. I'm not 100% sure about that. I am fine with using this right now, though, so... Body Slam. It's a little bit early for that, but roll attack is pretty good. I will absolutely use that. Okay, so we missed Time Bomb and Speed Boost in the same hand. But we have Temporal Potion, which means that we can detonate immediately. Maybe I should have thought about the math here. No, if I had drawn a strike instead, we wouldn't have been able to kill this sentry, so I think this was still correct. Except I had a strike on? I don't know. This is a little bit confusing. Oh, it's only twice? Okay. Well, what can you do? We're going to go for this middle one, and hopefully with Ancient Power plus Speed Boost should be okay to just kill it. Actually, I could have gone for this, because next turn we're going to have enough block with defensive mode. I'm just now realizing. Maybe we'll still be alright, though. Yeah, we'll be fine. Actually, this is just enough damage right now. I don't even need to play Speed Boost. Oh, but we draw a card now? Ooh. Okay, yeah, definitely just doing this as is. I'm gonna keep this here, so it comes out immediately next turn. And just enough. It would have been 9 damage otherwise. Alright, Darkstone Periapt's not the best. We wasted a potion because I forgot that it only accelerates twice and not 3 times. Again, that's fine. We'll still survive. Ancient Power with Floating Orbs is pretty good. Quartz is just a good card in general if I want that. And we don't really need Emergency. still don't have great scaling damage yet for the boss. Now, just because we haven't leaned into physical damage much yet doesn't mean that we can't. Floating orbs would absolutely be a good synergy with Ancient Power. And with our Shuriken, actually. I think this sells it, especially. It's both great fuel and great, and a great, dispense, or whatever. I think you know what I mean. Another attack potion, I'm confident taking this elite. I can always rest here if need be. But do I want to upgrade more? Ancient Power is good. Floating Orbs is okay. Time Bomb is eh. Speed Boost becomes Retain. I think we can afford to not upgrade here if we end up needing to rest. So I'm going to take this right path. Okay, early Suspicious Merchant. We do not have a shop coming up. We're going to get about 75 gold from the boss. And about 90 gold from the fights, so that's 165. Did I say 70 here? I meant 75. I don't remember. 165. So we'll have 286 out of the act. There is definitely an argument for taking a cheaper option now and building into it later in case we get something takeable. I think I'm willing to take one at this point. What do we get? Impatience. Actually a good card here, I think. We do have Floating Orbs, but we can always play that first. Maybe a little bit awkward. Maybe with future plans it's worse, because we're already going to have a bunch of cards in hand over time. It does become 3 cards when upgraded, though. I can put it into stasis to draw cards later. You know what, let's take it. Okay, this would be one of those times where I can't play it because I want to play Floating Orbs and Time Bomb. What I am going to do, though, is play this. Okay, I was going to do that on the chance that we hit Fierce Bash and would need to play it immediately. Polybeam is interesting. I feel like the brace is going to be important, though. But this, once I redraw back to it, it'll be doing a lot more damage, so let's just stick to multi-attack. Okay. So a small problem with this build is the Crystal Wards in our Twin Slam, right? Do I play the future plans here? I don't think so. Maybe I do, actually. So I can keep a Crystal Ward and then block for 7 with Ancient Power. Because I don't think I'm killing in a couple turns. Actually, I might be. So yeah, I do really just want to defend here. Because the turn after this one Gremlin Knob gets exploded. Alright, 16 damage. That's perfectly fine. And he's gonna die immediately. White Beast Statue, that's an interesting hit. Garnet is back. Again, Well, now that we have the floating orbs, the vulnerable is a lot better. Putting it into Twin Slam is awkward now, though. I don't think we want to do that. I think we would want to vent steam more, and put the Dex gem in this for the combo. It's just so strong to do so. I haven't really thought about Aquamarine, double Aquamarine in Twin Slam. There was the one time where it was good with Dead Branch, and we had the extra dexterity. But we are still getting the green key bonus at some point during this run, which will give us an extra dex. That would take the block up to 16. Which I think would be the exact same as green key bonus and a dex gem instead. I think that would be 8 block apiece. 5, 7, 8, yeah, 8 times 2 is 16. So technically the same amount of block. The main benefit, of course, would be we have a dex gem we can use to scale our defense if we need to. Either permanently or with other wards or with defense. I think we're still at a point where we can afford not to take this, so I'm going to decline, I think. We'll be able to socket it here, right before the next fight, and we know it's not Gremlin Dob, so it's not a concern. We do also have Ancient Power, which gives us extra dex, especially if we manage to upgrade it later. Okay, let's try doing the double Aquamarine. Let's hope this fight doesn't kill us. I don't think it will. I think the chances of that were pretty low. Okay, maybe this is a little too close. Alright, let's get some good cards, please. I don't want to die. Okay, it's not attacking. Good. Not going to play Ancient Power here. We want to put that into Stasis. Not going to draw a card either. Although we will do that now. Don't really want to risk the curl up here, even though the speed boost would likely get anything out. Actually, would absolutely get anything out. But if it hits the speed boost, I'm going to be really sad. I don't think I can risk that. I don't want to lose this run on a 1 in 6 chance. So let's just play this immediately. Let's use this to get us some damage and some block. Get us a Shuriken proc. And I think we keep one of these crystal wards in stasis. I think Time Bomb is a little... well, we could redraw back into it. Okay, and by it I mean Speed Boost and then immediately explode. Okay, I wasn't thinking about that. We left a Crystal Ward in discard, that's fine. Okay, neither of them are attacking, that's good news. Just get rid of one of these maybe. Draw cards, and we win. Okay, a little scary. Fragmented Gem. Could put that in our priming shot. A little bit extra burst damage and Shuriken Fuel. I think the Shuriken Fuel makes us especially good to put in a card like Priming Shot. Don't think Suspension or Temporal Strike are that great here. Temporal Strike you could make an argument for since it'd be good for Shuriken. It sometimes run 3 energy. Then if we find a Quartz later, we can just take that, put it in there, and then it becomes a cantrip. Especially with how often future plans will be doing stuff. It's definitely hard to think of a better thing to put in the priming shot. I guess the Crystal Ward would still be really good if we got Ancient Power on that turn. We could take the Shiv and then put it into the Twin Slam as well. That'd be an interesting play. I think I'm going to take the Temporal Strike so that we can make better use of the gems. There's like, you can absolutely take this and it's good right now, but I'd rather put wards in all of these cards. Aquamarine goes in the Twin Slam? Actually, since we have a priming shot, I might want to put it in that instead. And then still go for the Dex gem. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Just spread out our gems and make us a little bit less susceptible. Alright, we're getting potions every fight. We got another Laga. So that's cool. We've already drawn 2 attacks. Do I put Impatience in Stasis? I think we put the Strike in Stasis, because we want to get a big damage combo. I think we still want to get Time Bomb into Stasis before we start. We want to get an Ancient Power turn down. Like, there's a lot of defense coming out that would be great for next turn, but the turn after is a little iffy, so I think we still want our setup. Let's put this into Stasis then. Okay, we got Time Bomb. Get Shuriken. Got our ink bottle up to 9, completely by accident. Ooh, wow, this is going to be a good turn. That full blocks? Ooh, we can't go back into defensive if I play Curl Up, so let's just get another Shuriken proc. 7, 8, 9, and then if we get Speed Boost, we win? Cool. Let's just put the Curl Up in there. Excuse me. Okay, we want to definitely get our ink bottle up as much as possible, so I'm gonna... Okay, we got it up to 4, that's fine. 0 damage Laga is great. Spiked Energy Drink, really good for our Time Bomb. Not much else really, but the quicker we can get Time Bomb out of Stasis, the better. Orb Block is actually looking like a really good card right now. Ruby's here as well, but I don't think I want the Ruby. Recover is interesting. I think we take the Orb Block. Okay, for a second I thought this was the Grim Forge again, but it's the Warp Tongs event. I can add a socket to any socketed card. Wow. That would absolutely go in Twin Slam. That's like one of the best ways to do it. You can also put it in like Bobble Burst, or one of the Prism cards. This is definitely good later. This is good now, and this is like a combination of both with our current HP going into another fight and the boss. Honestly, seems kind of risky to take it, but also it will upgrade our defense. I'm actually not sure we have enough defense for the boss. Maybe we'll get something from the next fight, a potion that would help us with that. What kind of upgrade, if we were to take the upgrade, would help us with our defense against this boss? Maybe Future Plans upgraded? Yeah, I don't see much. Maybe I should have prepared more defense for this boss. Might have gone a little bit too hard going after this elite. Oh, Ancient Power Upgrade would do it, because it gives us the permanent strength and dex. One second. And we're back. Alright. Someone was at my door. I just had to handle that real quick. Just refreshing myself real quick on what we've got here. Bit of an unstable... bit of an unstable deck right now, but hopefully we'll be able to survive in the future. And our choice was future power, immediate power, or something that could upgrade cards every turn for the pain. Oh, I'm just realizing we have Darkstone Periapt. Sorry, I missed that before the break. Okay, so that would give us 6 more HP to work with before our next fight in the boss. You know, maybe this isn't the right play, but I still feel like that might be enough of an upside to take this. So let's do it. I think that the upgrade specifically, I didn't talk about this before, but getting upgrades on stuff like our defense, or basically anything else through here randomly should help us survive a lot more easily. Also, if we manage to get future plans in play early, we will be able to get, we'll likely be able to get some sort of defensive card into stasis by the time the big hits come around. Or at worst, we can use up some HP to go into defensive. Okay, good upgrade. Great upgrade. This is a really bad turn 1. $14? I think we have to use Flex Potion here. Alright. One strike will kill. Great. Okay. That's a good potion to find. Oh, in construction form. Game, you spoil me. You spoil me, game. I'll absolutely take that. Also, was that our only rare this act? No, we got speed boost earlier. Okay. You know, another case of last second rares. Oh man, there's Orb Walk now? I might still play that just because it would take too long for it to get into stasis. But we can draw cards, so let's do this first. Okay, we got to defend. I think that means we just play the Orb Walk. Just to gain the strength immediately, rather than wait for us to redraw it, and then wait for us to get the strength from stasis. I think overall it would take too long. We have construction form as well, so we don't really have to worry too much about strength, I don't think. As long as I draw construction form before the turn, I, absolutely need it. Okay, so I can't get a Shuriken proc before Orb Slam. I would need Impatience to draw another attack. So I'm going to just do this first to get rid of the buffer and then hit for a little bit more. Play Impatience now. Okay. This I think is acceptable. Put Speed Boost into Stasis. Now we can play Construction Form, which is really nice. That's pretty much all we can do, but that's still fine. We'll play 2 cards, these 2. Then we'll use Future Planes to put Time Bomb into Stasis. Take 0 now. Have an rebuttal on 9. Yeah. Alright, so we're drawing a card now, which I think happens as soon as I play it, so I don't think putting any card back into the discard will work here. That being said, these aren't, like, insanely good cards. This draw isn't the greatest either, though, so I guess we'll just have to deal. Maybe this shuffles? Nope, it discards after. Oh, wow, alright. Alright, game. Yeah, I lose my buffer if I play any more cards now. Wow. That's awful. But at the same time, I guess I don't have to deal with it for another couple turns. But then again, if I lose the buffer, it would be to strike, so maybe I should just do it anyways. Alright, guess we're losing it to pain. I am going to block a bit, though, so that we can get our brace numbers up. I'm going to put Priming Shot into Stasis. We have at least a Crystal Ward for the next Sunder turn. In the meantime, we'll have this. We have Curl Up Plus coming up as well. Okay, I guess we don't. That's really unfortunate again. Alright, if I could get Speed Boost right now, that'd be great. Or maybe I just go into defensive with Pain. It's still not the greatest plan here, but what else are we going to do? Okay. Priming Shot gave us a bit more brace. So now we just need 2 defense here. Perfect. Okay. A little bit scary. But we do survive. And I think we win the fight. Gonna tick up Ink Bottle a bit. Got it back up to 7 even though we drew a card from it this turn. Which is great. Alright. That was admittedly really scary. Thankfully I didn't get too punished. I had a couple unlucky moments in this fight, but we still won, which makes me think that, you know what, we might be okay. Our Relic certainly helped a lot there. We have a lot of strength scaling in this deck. We got Construction Form, Orb Walk, we've got Shuriken with our Floating Orbs. I think we'll have a very, very quickly scaling deck for strength. Now we just have to choose what to do here. More Brace sounds like a good idea. Revenge Protocol with even more strength would be kind of funny. There's Exploit Gems just as a cantrip. It does hurt now that I have Pain, but hopefully I'll be able to take a shop in the next couple floors of Act 2. Usually there's one at the top of the act. It's not too hard to find. But not always, so we might have to live with the pain for a while. And if we are forced to, then we're going to take some events. Yeah. Bobble Burst is also here in case we find a really good gem. We do have time to, it's just a dead card right now. And I don't know how much we can afford to take a dead card like that at the moment. Tough choice. Alright, so Revenge Protocol, like I said, gives us Brace, which we might need at the moment. We don't really have a great defensive system set up right now. I think Construction Form is going to be carrying our defense for the next while, except for maybe when Pain is in play. That'll immediately just strip all our buffer if we want to play cards. So it's a little bit scary there. And if we take a card that spends time getting us into defensive, it might be a little late. Exploit Gems, I think, would be the card to use here. Yeah, okay, so I think I've definitely ruled out Bobble Burst. We can't invest that much into the future. So it really is just between these two. The secondary source of defense might be fine, but I'm not comfortable with it. I think I'm going to take the Exploit Gems. Yeah, I don't see this being good enough for what we need right now, and this is the closest thing we have to a benign card. It does help a little bit with Ink Bottle, though. Okay, we can get 6 more max HP. This is very interesting. So we're not taking Wanderbots, and thankfully we don't need to. We already have energy, and on the fights that we don't, we have Construction Form. It would make future plans really, really bad. Maybe that's fine, though. We have Speed Boost, Curl Up, and Time Bomb. Not 100% necessary right now. It's mostly just taking this for the first boss and for the elites. So maybe there's a world in which we take a 4th/5th energy. I don't think it's this one, though. So it'd be between these two, which both have RELICS energies at the moment. This would, I think, give us the most benefit in the immediate. We have White Beast Statue and 2 potions that I think would be okay for the next few fights. This would muddle the 4 highest cost cards in my hand, and even though they have a chance of rolling 2, the more cards that you muddle, the higher the chance that you'll get a good or favorable roll off of the costs. So that could be a way to mitigate the downside of only having 3 energy in certain fights. And as well, potions are really good at emergency situations. And especially Attack Potion, if we hit a high roll there, we can just end a fight without taking a bunch of damage, which is really, really good in Act 2. The high roll especially made possible by Sacred Bark. This is definitely more dubious. It gives us 6 more max HP. We're currently going up to, let's see, 75 is our missing. So that's 56 more HP, so we're up to 64. It always rounds down 3/4. 64 out of 83. And this would give us 6 more, which would be 70 HP. I guess an argument against taking more max HP here would be the fact that we have Regal Pillow. Max HP is really good for in the long run for resting, and also for the last fight in the game, you have more HP to tank big hits. But until then, the resting would be the big one. I'm liking the Sacred Bark a bit more here. It feels bad because I really like Calling Bell and Pandora's Box as boss relics because of the high rolls you can get, or just seeing what happens and then making something happen out of it. I do think we need to take Sacred Bark here, though. A lot of people don't like Sacred Bark. Sacred Bark is kind of a kind of something that people really don't think is that powerful, and they are kind of right, but at the same time, the high roll potential, or not the high roll potential, but the power ceiling that it can create for you is actually something quite extraordinary. There's a 4 elite path with 4 campfires. Where are the shops? There is a shop at the top, but I'd have to go left, and that path sucks. So, that makes things very interesting. I could hit this shop down here at the cost of 1 elite. That seems reasonable, actually. An extra elite is extra risk, anyways. So hitting a shop is pretty low risk. We get to spend our gold and still go down here, get rid of our pain. If we don't already hit a removal event somewhere up here. This path has 3 question marks, but can't take the elite there. I don't really think this makes a difference. I think I would want to take a fight before a question mark in case I get some kind of heal from it. Like the Gremlin Wheel event could heal you in a 1 in 6 chance, on top of the chance that you already, hit that event in the first place. So yeah, I think I just start here. Got nothing to enhance. Don't think we want to recall here. What do we want to upgrade? Do we even want to upgrade? There's always, taking this means that we can rest a bit more, or recall now if we wanted. Resting would give us 19 HP. That's pretty big. So we'd have to think about that for a minute. Sorry if there's any background noise, I just turned on the fan, it was getting hot in here. It should fade out quickly. At least I hope it does. If not, I'll fix it for future videos. I'm not too hung up on right now. Our big ones would be like Ancient Power, I guess. Maybe Curl Up. I'm not really seeing too many great upgrades here. Maybe Floating Orbs? Yeah, I think we either rest or recall here. If I were to recall, we could break the key here or here. It would mean we get a little bit less here. I think recalling for the future is fine anyways. So I'm going to do it. I don't think we need a full heal right now. So let's get going. Birds. Oh joy, the pain is here already. Alright, let's get going. This might be a case where I use Spiked Energy Drink to make Time Bomb cheaper. Yeah, this feels like the situation. Okay, we got 2 0 cost, which is pretty much what I wanted. And us losing 3 HP here doesn't matter because we have Priming Shot. This explodes in 1 turn, that's great. Oh, this will be full damage because it's not an attack. So this will be 9, 10, 9. Which means this will be 5 or 6 or 5. Can't really do that kind of damage yet. But I guess any 2 attacks would kill the middle one. So let's just get rid of it. Okay. Boom. Okay, so now we could play Construction Form if we wanted. I don't think we need to, though. I think defensive is a better bet. Oh. Okay, speed boost. Sure. Let's do this like I planned. Then we'll do that and defend. Alright. Level 11 block for next turn as well, which is great. Last burp takes Thorns damage. I have Construction Form. I got Ancient Power. Alright. Nice upgrade. Got Strength Potion back, that's actually pretty big. Shield Charger is a really good addition, but we also have an Emerald, which we were looking for with Twin Slam. Or are we still looking for a Ward now? Because we have Ancient Power. And potentially the Green Key later. It's a big question. We are still leaking HP. I think both of these would save us HP, so I'm inclined to take this for the, so I can take the Aquamarine later. So I think I am going to do this. Like, one turn of taking damage is understandable. It's acceptable. Really not much else I can do to defend, and this will help a lot in Act 2, I think. Oh, we hit it! Oh my gosh, we hit a question mark shot. That's perfect. That was one of our outs there. Do I use a potion here? How much is the strength potion actually helping? Our attack potion is definitely higher priority, and we're hitting another fight here. Even if we miss, we could still hit a better potion in the shop. Like miss from White Beast statue. Like we get something like, I don't know, we get a colorless pot. I guess colorless pot with Sacred Bark's fine. What would even be a miss with Sacred Bark at this point? I guess nothing. All right, I'm just gonna use this. Let's get this merchant down a bit further. Let's draw a card as well. All right, Ascender's Bane. Can't win them all. All right, we're dealing with 15 damage here. That blocks for 9. That's perfect. We don't have future plans in place, so I think I just want to play Speed Boost. I don't want to draw cards here because I want to play other cards. Maybe it's still fine to do. I don't know. There's a chance I draw Pain, but like I have the same chance of drawing it next turn if I play this now. So yeah, now let's not draw through the cards that we still want to find. Okay, I don't think these are going to do much of anything, but you might as well. Okay, we got Orb Walk. That'll do something. Give us 1 strength next turn. Yeah, I'm just going to play this. Oh, I lost an HP to that? Okay. That's interesting. The buffer came in after the Pain? I wonder if that happens with Defect too. But now this means I can do this. Alright. Decent damage. There you go in too. Alright, what's our potion? Brute Sharpness, I'd say that's a positive trait. 50 counter. When I'm attacked, they will be dealt 50 damage back. I think that almost outright kills the blue slaver in the slaver's fight. Maybe if it high rolls its HP, it doesn't, but I think 46 to 49 is like the range that it can be in. Suspension is actually really good here. Even though we have 4 energy sometimes, Suspension is perfect for stuff like Time Bomb or an Orb Walk. We draw them together. Or Shield Charger even at this point. And I think it's not oversaturating our stasis slots because we have Speed Boost. Even though we have future plans. It's also draw dependent. I think this is perfect for what we need right now. Overload is we're a little energy low to be taking that. Crystal Ray, we don't have gems for that yet. Let's take this Suspension. We can upgrade it later to make it draw a card as a cantrip too, which is really funny. Alright. Well, that's up against a card remove. Why do we keep seeing body slams in shops in this series? I feel like this is like the third or fourth time I've seen one. In like this exact slot too. Weird. Hand drill's actually good in this game mode because all the bosses block, and including the owl. So that's kind of funny too. If we wanted to boost up our damage more. I think with Construction Form and Ore Block and all the strength scaling that we're looking at right now with Shuriken, I don't think we need the extra boost. I feel like this card remove is definitely a lot more imperative, but it's up against Preserved Insect, which can also save us a ton of HP. Especially in something like the Book of Stabbing fight, where we take time to set up. That plus our potions should let us win the fight quickly. So that might be better than removing our pain. The 3 potions that are in the shop are arguably about the same power we have right now, so we don't need to replace them. Yeah, I am feeling this Preserved Insect a little bit more than a card remove, weirdly enough. Although, by the time we get down to this shop, I think I will still take this shop. We will have enough for a card remove. We would need just to gain 30 gold, because we're going to get robbed for 15, you know. Holy, we got robbed for 15 here. If the merchant didn't rob us, we'd have exactly enough. Funny how that works. Let's see, real quick. Do any of these cards do anything amazing for us? Recover could. It's also another block card, but it's like a defend worth. It also gives brace. So it could be alright. I don't know 100% though. Does also make future plans worse again. We got bonfire spirits that future plans could go. If I took recover, I think. Roll attack for more brace could put us in defensive, but I think we're not going to have any troubles with that, because we're just going to leak HP anyways. Body slam, not needed here. So it's either recover or move on. Buying a common card at like 50, 60 gold is usually not great, but since it's on sale, I'm definitely considering it more. We do also have Ancient Power and the other, and our green key coming up later. We have Shield Charger as well already. I feel like a lot of our time is going to be spent actually putting cards in stasis. Like all of our energy, all the cards that we want to put in stasis are going to be able to be put in stasis. Recover is more of an additional benefit, or a stasis enabler more than a supplement. So I think we skip. I don't feel 100% about this decision. I think it could go either way, but I do think this is better. We have the Chosen fight. Maybe we don't use the potion here. Let's draw cards. Okay, I drew like everything. I didn't want to draw. I think. Do I use future? Yeah, I use future plans here. We're gonna put Shield Charger into stasis. Chosen's gonna be attacking us. We'd rather not use skills. Eight. Do I really want to put a Daze into my draw pile? Not really. We're gonna draw cards anyway from Ink Bottle, so. I could use Speed Boost now, because I know next turn is going to be a debuffing turn with a smaller attack. So it'll give me 10 more block now and explode the Time Bomb. If we draw Construction Form, I'm going to be sad, but I think this is currently worth it. Let's do Exploit Gems first, draw a card. That was exactly the one I was hoping to get. Let's use it now. I can also put it into stasis. Nah. Okay, which does the most damage here? Strike plus? Okay. Priming shot braces for 3. I could save priming shot for future turn. That makes sense. There's also the argument for Twin Slam, but I think this makes more sense. Yeah, because we have Curl Up. Do I put Temporal Strike into stasis? I think so. Weirdly enough, I do think we do. Because we're still weakened. By the time it comes out, probably won't be. Okay, now we play Construction Form. I think I want to avoid playing Suspension right now. Just put the Crystal Ward in. We are no longer weakened. I don't think we have to play Curl Up, so I'm not going to. This is 6. I still don't think we need to use a potion here. Let's just play that. Okay, we didn't draw... we didn't draw Pain, so we could play another card. Actually, I wonder if Orb Walk would have been 8 more damage here. I think we want to end this next turn, so I probably should have played that. I think we'll still be fine, though. Let's play it now. Or rather, just put it into stasis now. 1 more strength should be enough to kill. With any 2 attacks. 10 and 10, yep. Now I can actually, like, take up Ink Bottle again. And we're back to 7. Cool. Gambler's Brew. Not affected by Sacred Bark. So, I think we keep our damage. We want to end fights, not look for our good cards. Spoiler alert, we don't really have great cards to look for anyways. Not yet. Our deck's kind of all over the place. We're managing for now, but yeah, we don't need it. Temporal Shield is interesting. I don't think our card draw is really what we're looking for here. Time Capacitor is really interesting, though. The more stuff we put into stasis, and currently we are on the cusp of putting a lot of things into stasis. Time Bomb, Shield Charger, Suspension, Curl Up, and our future plans. It could be good. That being said, we also have Speed Boost. But sometimes we're not going to want to use it anyway. I think we don't take this now. I think we're still at the point where we need to survive the immediate before we take more things that would be good for later. Temporal Shield, there's, again, an argument for that since it's blocks, but I don't think right now. Let's take this Elite. Could also choose to take 1 of 20 cards into the deck or heal 17. Healing 17 is definitely tempting. We go up to 66. And our current plan is to hit both of these elites, which our potions could probably handle. We hit the shop, remove a card, and then go down this way. We might rest here. Do we want to add 20 cards to our deck, or do we want to upgrade? I think we want to add a card, because we have Tongs. So I'd rather use the Campfire resting than upgrading. Gem Cannon. Ooh, hello. I don't think we have enough gems for that right now. We have a total of 2 gems in our deck. Still waiting to find better ones. We got another Emerald, we got another Ruby. Multi-Beam is interesting. Another Shield Charger is interesting. Bench protocols back. Repulsor for later. Do we have... We have Silent. We fought Defect in Act 1. Now we have Silent. So again, a 1 in 3. I don't think we're at a point where we can take a Repulsor for later. We might have to go this game without one. Shield Spikes is a really good card here, actually. More front-loaded block. And brace. It's like exactly what we're looking for, actually. I was definitely considering the Shield Charger. There was a world in which I was considering the multi-beam for the Slavers fight or the Gremlin Leader fight. I am thinking that the Shield Spikes will be better, though, to save us more HP. In the long run, it should be a good card, too. Let's fight. That is making me realize, I was thinking about like the brace numbers with that and roll attack, and I realized that Resilient Plate, Resilient Plate, roll attack, and shield spikes are the 3 cards that brace 8. At least I think they're the only 3. And what I'm just now realizing is that shield spikes and roll attack both brace 8 but cost 2. Meanwhile, Resilient Plate does the same thing for 1 energy. That might be why it ended up being so powerful in the last run. It was obviously able to get rid of debuffs, but accelerating through our brace faster without using as much energy is also really, really good. Okay, so which potion do I want to use here? 50 counter would kill this outright. This is 21, so I'd be taking 13 damage if I did this plus the counter potion. That being said, it does waste 14 right now. So I'm very tempted to use this attack potion to see if we get something better. Right now I have 14 damage, so I need 12 damage apiece from this. That's a little bit risky. 12 damage is hard to hit in an attack potion. Usually you're going to hit damage commons, which are like less than 10. Actually, technically, I only need 11, because I have Shuriken. So 11 and 12 would be the 23. I think I'm willing to risk the attack pot. I think even if we miss, it's not a disaster. Like, it'll still end the fight faster. And we can keep this potion for, Actually, this is only good in Book of Stabbing, isn't it? Meanwhile, we kind of need this for Gremlin Leader. Yeah, okay, we're going to stick with this then. But I'm going to do this first. We're going to draw a card with Ink Bottle. Okay, maybe not the greatest draw ever. Temporal Strike? If I curl up and then play Temporal Strike, I'd go into defensive after taking 14 damage. If I was able to kill this. Or I guess 14-9? Ooh, that's a little bit less than I needed. Whew, tough decisions. I was mainly thinking of curl up so I could put like construction form into stasis. Then I could use the attack bot to kill this. I think we still just stick with our original plan. We're gonna kill this front one with counter. We're gonna be sad that construction form is gone. Get absolutely destroyed. Okay. Taking more HP damage here. I think we only take 3, and then we try to kill this guy next turn. All we need is 10 damage. We almost had that. It's all 8 damage. I'm going to do this real quick. Actually, our only hit is a strike. Maybe Ancient Power. Okay, we hit defend. Alright, let's block. More cards for Ink Bottle. One attack should kill. Thankfully, we always get one. Got Old Coin. That's perfect for our next shop trip. And we got a Flex Potion, which can be good. Got some very interesting gems here. Amber and Onyx. We're not taking the second Orb Walk. Amber is like the perfect card for suspension. We don't have any temporary buffs right now, except shield spikes, but we'd have to be in defensive for that, so no. I think we take this Amber, put it in our suspension, like I said. Could also do exploit gems, but yeah, maybe we could do that instead. Maybe we wait for another Aquamarine for our suspension instead of Amber. That way we have more spread out defense, like I was still planning to do before. I think we do take the Amber, for sure. I just don't know where to socket it yet. Okay. Chest. Baylor's Lordly Plate. Really good with our Shield Charger. I think that alone is enough reason to take it over the key. Shield Spikes and... oh, that means Shield Spikes plus Curl Up goes into defensive immediately now. It's the 2 extra brace we needed from the 10 and 8. Yeah, it's still Act 2. We don't have to take the key if we don't want to. So we're just going to do that. Okay. Oh, Impatience got upgraded. Amazing. I'm going to risk this here. We could hit the pain. If we do, it's fine. Okay. Now we got a handful of stuff we got to figure out what to do with. I could use Suspension and Speed Boost. That doesn't actually do anything, because I'm still spending an energy to play one of these cards. If I had a 2 energy card in my hand, it'd be a different story, but it's not. I think Ancient Power absolutely gets played here. I don't think we have enough attacks to justify this Flex Potion right now. I think we'll use it later on in the fight. We have 4 decks, so that's 9 and 7, that's 16, that's enough. So that's perfect. And now I think we play Future Plans over the Strike. Makes a lot of sense to me. Now the question is, what do we put into Stasis? I think the answer is Speed Boost. In fact, I think I'm going to put something else in as well. Probably going to put this Defend in. Don't really have the means to defend ourselves yet. Actually, we're probably going to go into defensive by turn 3. Because I think we're going to take some damage next turn. Or we hit Construction Form and don't take much. I think turn 3 might be our kill turn. That might be a bit much to claim. Okay, we're definitely putting Speed Boost in. Let's just do that now. And now we choose. Strike or defend. 116 HP. And I would like to use our Flex Potion. We don't really have that many attacks left. We have Floating Orbs, Twin Slam, Strike Strike, Temporal Strike. I think that means we play the longer game. Wait for Orb Slam to come on a turn with a lot of attacks, and then we use our Flex Potion. Okay. So there's Construction Form. I really do want to play this curl up, but it could hit construction form. Also, if we play curl up then construction form, we'd proc ink bottle. Also, curl up could hit pain, and then we'd have it again next turn. I think we just do this now, and since we know we're not going to be using a buffer on pain, we save 14 HP. And I think we'd use curl up next turn. Yes. You can put time bomb into stasis and use speed boost to make it explode next turn. What do we want to do this turn? This puts us into defensive for 10 block. This is 12. I think we have to play this. So I'm going to. Yeah. Then I think it's time bomb. Do you want to play orb walk now? Sorry if you heard that noise. Next turn we have 3 attacks, and we'll have Orb Slam, and we'll have Flex Potion. Alright, we're still playing Defend. Oh, this has to do more damage than playing Orb Walk. It's 30. What am I even thinking? Okay, it didn't hit its Sunder's Bane. That makes me happy. Seven times 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 30 damage. So we need 49 from the rest of this. This is 8, 16, 22. You know, I know we're doing this. This is 6 plus 16 is 22. 30, 37. So we're 10 short even with our flex pot. It's not good news because we are taking, like what? We're taking 8 plus 6, 14, 27. We're taking 11 right now. Okay, let's use the attack potion then, because we're going to have to use both. There's multi-beam. It's another temporal strike, that would do it. Yeah, let's just use temporal strike. Actually, we have a lot of it leftover energy. I'll take multi-beam, even though it doesn't cost 0. I wonder, could we have waited? We're at ink bottles. We have ink bottle on 6. Maybe we could have waited to use this. Oh well. Oh right, it gives it. Oh, flex potion's 10 strength. Oh gosh. All right. Well. Yeah, I just screwed up again. I completely, I remembered that I had this potion, but this potion doubled, but not this one, and then I forgot I had this potion doubled. And now I don't even have enough damage to play with the flex. Oh god. Alright, well I'm not going to waste my HP playing multi-beams here. I'm just going to take the damage like I was originally going to. I guess it's only 8 now. Well, that sucks. It's a really bad time to forget that you have Sacred Bark. Damn. Alright. Another Amber. Okay, I guess I'll take another one. We can socket those both immediately. Yeah. Bottled Lightning. Well, we can take this and then use it on an Amber if we don't actually want to We don't actually want to bottle anything. Could bottle the shield spikes, that's a pretty safe option. Could bottle exploit gems just for ink bottle purposes. Although actually if we're putting amber in exploit gems, we probably don't want to do that. Ancient Power I think is too much to do right now. We don't have Bag of Prep or Dead Branch like an earlier episode. Shield Charger we could put into stasis early, but I don't think we want to do that actually. Could bottle Suspension, put the amber in and upgrade it. Bottling shield spikes definitely seems like a really good idea. Silent also, on her first turn, has backstep and will be vulnerable, so this will help a lot. We don't really have we could also do Impatience, but we'd have to play every attack in our hand in order to be able to draw cards. It's too much of a risk. Alright. So it's one of these two. This would just be benign. This actually has like a purpose, I guess. Well, maybe this isn't benign. Getting something into stasis is kind of important early. It would just need the upgrade, though, is the problem. Maybe we could get it here. Maybe we rest here and then upgrade it here. Or vice versa, we upgrade here and then rest here. Actually, we probably want to rest here just in case we completely whiff on our defense at Merchant, because it's attacking for 20 now. Wow. Even more consequences for that misplay than I thought. Definitely putting an amber into exploit gems. But we could also put it into Twin Slam, but I still want to put defense in there, maybe. Maybe this is still better, just to get 2 Accelerate out of it. One is definitely going into Suspension at this point. If we get Exploit Gems on the first turn, that's going to be pretty bad. So I don't want to, I would want to draw a card. I wouldn't want to waste the Accelerate. I think Accelerate can do a decent amount, just like our Crystal Ward can, so I am going to just put this in Twin Slam. We have 400 gold. I could break the ruby right now. Wait, did bottling shield spikes actually nerf me against Merchant? I guess it did. 300. Gaining 1 more strength to survive through the rest of the act seems like a good idea, so let's just do this now. And we'll rest. Take on the shop. Let's get rid of this pain. You know, I would have liked to have gotten shield spikes out by next turn. But I can't. I guess unless I draw a Twin Slam, maybe that's still possible. Yeah. Alright. Okay, we got Shield Charger. That's good. We'll have 10 block for next turn, no matter what. Okay, and we did get Twin Slam. So let's just do this. I think I am going to use Curl Up here, just to go into defensive for more thorns. And then we just ignore pain here. Got Distilled Chaos, I think that's better than Fear Potion. Pre-program plus. To get our setup into stasis faster, I think that's worth taking. Alright. Happy Flower's looking pretty good. Bearcush is good as always. I think we do have to remove the pain, like, right now, though. Alright, now our buffer is a lot better. And this energy, I think, is too good to pass up right now. Do I take a second shield charger? I think now that we have pre-program, I do. Get more defense over time into play. Yeah, I'll buy that. And we move on. Offer 50 souls to heal the rest of my HP. How much am I missing? 28. This is still pretty significant. I'll take the heal. Alright, now we upgrade suspension. This is 22 out of 34. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 good hits. 7, 8, and we do 6. Alright, let's use this now. Okay, we got construction form. And shield charger and that, and apparently we hit like everything good? Cool. Cool. Leaving that on 9. Oh great, we're losing one buffer here anyways. That's fun. Explode time? Not yet. Alright. I think I want to take up Ink Bottle a little bit more, so I'm going to wait another turn. Alright, 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, 0 damage fight. Stasis field. I don't think it's what we're looking for right now. Crystal Ray is starting to look a little bit better. We have 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. With exploit gems and pre-program filled, that would be 28. I don't think it's good enough. You're using a lot of strength scaling as well. This card's pretty weak. I hope it gets a buff at some point. Okay, I can afford to lose some HP here. For some gold back. Very interesting. This is retained now, so I could play Future Plans and put Twin Slam into stasis, maybe? No, Shield Spikes. I put Shield Spikes into stasis. And then use speed boost on it to actually get, like, block next turn. Alright, that makes a lot of sense. I don't think I want to... I guess I do want to play Twin Slam, because there's no downside to it right now. Alright, Shield Spikes and stasis, speed boost. We keep. Maybe I should have used a Colorless Pot there. Maybe. 3 energy this fight, wow. Alright, let's get an attack from this pot. Okay, when I said an attack, I meant something else, but I guess this is fine. Maybe we use this potion too? I don't think we'll be using this on Silent. I don't think it's going to be that necessary going into Act 3 either. Might be better to just save the HP now, but then again, I am at a very high HP value. Alright, I'm going to just save it. Oh, pre-program. I get to see what I'm going to draw. With impatience. Construction form. Okay, yeah, you're going into stasis then. Maybe that wasn't necessary. Oh well. We are going to go into defensive here. So play the strike, play the curl. And we're going to immediately put Orbok into stasis. Alright, Ancient Power. There's a lot of wasted damage on this. It's a bit sad. Maybe it was better to put Shield Charger into stasis. I kind of just thought I would be playing construction. I would be drawing construction form, and I didn't want to lose it. But we have 3 energy, so I wasn't able to draw any cards that turn anyways. This probably would have been a lot smarter. Alright, let's just kill this then. We still full block because of Ancient Power. Oh, and now we get to use Suspension to get construction form out of stasis? Awesome. Alright, let's put this in. Yeah, we're gonna get this out and then we can put Shield Charger in at the end of the turn. Okay, let's do this now. Shield Charger goes in. Now we're going to have another 3 strength. Because we get to play Orb Walk. Alright, let's see what our cards actually are this time. Those look like some good draws. And Speed Boost is nowhere in sight. It's in the draw pile, it's just very far. So what we want to do is put... I guess just to defend into stasis, that makes sense. Alright, let's do some damage. Boom. Oh, not yet. Boom. Okay. A little bit bad on the ink bottle there, but hey. That's huge. Armored Protocol is interesting. But maybe not necessary. Another Shield Spikes is cool too. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a second Shield Spikes. Alright. Feeling a lot more comfortable going into this boss now. Let's grab some cards. Okay. Yeah, this is that backstab I was talking about. I kind of want Shield Charger into stasis now. But I can probably wait. I have another one coming up. Well, that's sad. Alright. Draw a good card, please? Yes. Thank you. Which one? Which one? Wrong one. Perfect block. Alright, we're going to use pre-program immediately on shield charger. And maybe we just play shield spikes? Now I'll take the risk here. Floating orbs, don't draw construction. Right, we just saw the order that everything is in. I should have paid it more attention. Oh well. That hit the right one, that's good. Alright, there's construction form. There's orb block. We have enough blocks, so I'm just gonna... you. Okay, that did nothing. That's okay. We didn't need it to do something. We're gonna start scaling up super hard. I don't think we wanted to go into defensive now. And we'd rather wait. This is 9 damage. Let's go this side this time. Okay. Cool. Oh, we got Twin Slam. Oh, but that means we're going into stasis if I use it. We're going into... my gosh. We're going into defensive if I use that, because it will accelerate this, give me 5 more brace. If we go into it now, I think we hit the Riddle holes next turn, but I'm not 100% sure. Not 100%. Shield Spike's giving us Thorns is interesting. Okay. Draw cards. Yeah, okay, let's put Shield Spikes in. Then we'll use Twin Slam and maybe Speed Boost to get it out. Okay. Five block for next turn. Okay. Can't go back into defensive, and next turn is the big attack. I guess it's a 4 cycle and not a 3 cycle. Okay, Impatience is up next, so that's what we're gonna be drawing with Ink Bottle. I think we want to put Twin Slam into stasis here, because I don't want to draw it. Maybe not. Maybe we just put Impatience in. Use that next turn. We have so much strength right now. Somehow we still drew this card. Oh well. I'll use this once. We don't have to use it twice. We'll get this out in time for the big attack next turn. Alright. Nine times 5. This is where we need to speed things up. $16. It's 38. That would be just enough to keep one buffer stack, I mean. Looking back, I think taking this early of an Impatience was a mistake. I don't know how many times it's actually been useful, but I think most of the time we've either not been able to draw or not wanted to draw with our limited energy. So let's get Twin Slam back. Let's put Shield Spikes into stasis. Let's use Speed Boost. Next turn's another... No, 2 turns from now it's another big attack. I keep attacking the wrong one. Why not? We win this fight pretty easily now. Keeping construction form buffer, giving us all the strength. We have 19 strength in this fight. Yeah, give me another strike. GG. Power Potion. Probably better than Flex Potion at this point. Maybe not. What are the Act 4 fights for Easy Pull? There's Darklings, there's a single Orb Walker, there's 3 shapes. I think there's one more. I think there's always 4. I might... Yeah, I'm having a hard time seeing how this Flex Potion is going to be useful. I have such limited attacks. It would have been good in the Book of Stabbing fight, but not anymore. Stasis Engine. Actually very good here, I think. It's upgraded too, wow. It's also Compile Package. On our limited energy, it's kind of difficult to use. I think we want to lean further into what we're doing here. Stasis Engine does that. We have a decent number of zero-cost cards, along with floating orbs, and we have stasis stuff going on. I think a second speed boost is a little bit too much. I think we're doing fine, so I'll take the Stasis Engine. We get offered a Pandora's Box, which is actually really good. We still have 7 starter cards, because we haven't had much opportunity to get rid of them. There's also Astrolabe, in case we want upgraded cards. It's interesting. Do we want every single one? Do we want every single one transformed or just a few? I think we would definitely want at least the strikes transformed for so that Impatience can be good. These are kind of a godsend at this point, actually. The fact that we can get rid of our strikes give us better chances to draw. I think the more transforms we get on this particular character, the more we'll be able to handle any bad rolls. Idol of Retribution is interesting, but I don't think we need the energy at this point. We have Stasis Engine, we have Slaver's Collar for the elite fights, and we have Construction Form for easy defense even when we're low on energy, and we have Happy Flower. So I think we're going to go with Pandora's Box. It's a fun option anyway, right? Okay, we got another Amber, we got Fierce Bash, Spheric Shield's great, Polybeam is amazing, Roll Attack is fine, Multi-Beam is okay. That'll help us a lot with Reptimancer, that's for sure. We got 4 attacks back when we transformed 3. I guess that would have been the upside of transforming with Astrolabe. We would have had a much lower chance of hitting actual attacks. But yeah, since we transformed 4 defense, it gave us more than what we started with. This Fierce Bash is going to have to go, I think. It's not a good card, even in a Accelerate deck, and it's going to just keep taking up stasis slots. Amber's nice, though. Multi-Beam's nice, Spirit Shield's nice, Polybeam's nice. Everything else was really good, though, so I think I don't really want to complain, you know? Alright, so now we have to take this Burning Elite, so we can't take this shop. Once we go through here, we have a shop here and a shop here we could take, if we're trying to kill the Merchant. I guess we can decide by the time we get down there, but since this is our only path to our green key, I'm going to go this way. Now we're going to put this Amber in pre-program, probably. Try saying that 5 times fast. It's another one of those stasis things, so if we put a, if we need block, we can use it to put a shield charger into stasis and immediately get 10 block out of it. So that seems good to me. I think we're still waiting on something for Exploit Gems. It spent the entirety of last act being just a draw 1. I think that's a lot what happens a lot with exploit gems and bauble burst. I end up not socketing gems into them unless I find really good ones, and then they just kind of exist for a while. Bubble burst may be a little bit less of a requirement because of how much it multiplies the gems. When it multiplies the gems, it makes even the worst ones a lot better. Although I think, yeah, there was a recent episode where I had an exploit gems that was completely unsocketed for the whole game, and it spent time in stasis and then became like a draw one on future turns. I think that was the one episode where I fought Silent One and had to recover, so I was able to put it back into stasis. I think I also had planning, so if I accidentally drew it with planning, then it would go into stasis, and then I'd be able to draw one next turn. This can be useful. I think in our current deck we're not doing that as much, but maybe once we find some gems, we're going to have plenty of fights to do that. These are 4 fights in a row, then the Elite. We'll have plenty of chances to find gems that we want to use. But we are going to have to break the key after the Elite. So we can't even go to the shop to get enough gold. We'd have to get enough by here, which we do actually have enough. I think Merchant was still over 200 HP though, is the problem. So, and our deck is not very quick at killing, so we might actually have to forego killing the Merchant this run. We'll have to see how our damage output is, but I'm getting the feeling that it might be better to just dodge these and then dodge these shops and then take the Elites. The good news is you can go to Act 4 without killing the Merchant. It used to not be the case, but they removed that requirement. Spheric Shield would be a good upgrade for long fights. Multi-Beam would be just really good in the short run, I think. There's also Ancient Power, but I don't think that's so necessary right now. I think that could still wait. Okay, I think Multi-Beam, just to handle any kind of AoE fight at this point, is kind of necessary. Because we still don't have the scaling to make that get strong too quick. Alright, I'm going to take a break now. I'll be back in just a second. Don't go anywhere. And we're back. Alright. After our break, I come back to a deck that has a lot of stasis and 3 energy. Alright, let's make some magic happen. Got a 4th energy this turn from Happy Flower. Okay, that's right. I think I do need to keep up the defense here, so I'm not going to play the roll attack. If I was going to, I would have played it first, so I would get extra thorns that turn. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. There's been 1 burn turn. Interesting. Okay. Just gotta cruise through these early fights. Another power potion. I think we need one of each to bail us out, depending on the situation. Another Amber. This is like the 3rd or 4th one this game. Yeah, this is the 4th one. I have one in Twin Slam, one in Pre-Program, one in Suspension. Do I even have another slot? I guess I have Temporal Strike, and also Roll Attack. It's weird, but like at this point, with how much stasis we're doing, I don't mind putting... Oh right, we have Exploit Gems too, okay. Yeah, I will absolutely take another one of these. Alright. Hmm. Okay, so our first fight gave a potion, so we're at 30% chance. This is 12, and this is another 3. Okay. Take a little bit of damage. Maybe we draw curl up next, or roll attack. Spheric shield. That's another one I guess we could do. And I think we do time bomb reprogram to accelerate that a little bit. Okay, so we are drawing amber next turn, which means that we will be able to use that to explode. Killing both of these I don't think is possible, actually. Oh wait, no, we have thorns this turn. That's definitely possible. 22, 25, we need 9 damage next turn. I guess that means we keep Fierce Bash out so we can kill the middle one. Although, yeah, we'll do that. I'll put Shield Charger in as well for extra defense. Oh, right, I forgot about the phases. I don't know where those are going to be shuffled, but thankfully we didn't draw any of them, so, yeah. We're fine. This is 8 damage. So I guess we have to do that there. And we'll do this here. And hopefully we get one single attack. We didn't. I want to get Ink Bottle up to 9. But Happy Flower on 2 is also really good. Failed to me even drawing an attack here. I have 1 attack in the draw pile. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm going to try and just do this. Just wait it out. Just keep waiting. Maybe we can get back Happy Flower back to 2 in time as well. We're lucky. Okay, back to 1. Actually, we can wait one more turn just for Fierce Bash to come out, so sure, we'll just wait. Alright. Spiked Energy Drink is actually really good. Especially for our turn 1. I think it's probably better than this Power Potion. I guess we can look at our card reward first. Yeah, I think this is absolutely fine. Move on. Okay, this might be a bit, this might give me some trouble. But we drew Stasis Engine with 3 0 costs. So, sounds pretty good to me. That means I guess we can play Construction Form this turn too. There's our energy, there's our buffer, and we don't have to worry about this turn or maybe even a future turn. If we're able to keep the buffer. It does 29, which is not quite enough. Not even 41 like this. I'm thinking we do future plans. We get a little bit more brace, and then we put Fierce Bash into stasis. Or maybe multi-beam. What do we have coming up? We still have a bunch of attacks? Alright, I think I'll plan for the far future then. Alright, now we have Twin Slam with Spheric Shield, which is awesome. We also have Speed Boost, so we should be able to full block this turn, and prep for next turn. Okay. With any luck, this will hit one of the shield chargers. It did. Great. Put another one in. We'll stay in defensive another turn because of Baylor's Golden Plate. We'll get 10 brace instead of 8. Amber to accelerate. We are full blocking already. So I probably want to save this for next turn, maybe? That makes sense to me. Or maybe even the turn after. Or the turn after that. We'll just do it like this, I guess. Okay, We have speed boost. It's perfect. I'll play this. I'll keep speed boost, I guess, to get the Fierce Bash out next turn. Or I could do this now, put Time Bomb in. That's fine too. Okay. So we want this to come out next turn as well. And hopefully that will be enough damage. Is there any way we can go back into defensive? There is. With Curl Up Shield Spikes. But we'd have to play that next turn. We could also use the potion, but I don't think that's a good move here. I will do this just to have the option to go into defensive next turn if we need to. But yeah, this is looking like enough damage. What do you think? Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, decent damage. And Happy Flowers on 2, just like we started with, I think. We've been getting a lot of potions. But we don't need them. Quartz, that's also perfect for Exploit Gems. And also for Stasis Engine in the meantime. Still gotta survive all these fights. Okay, good turn, I think. Not having to deal with Jawworm attacking this turn is great. I think we do want to play Future Plans and this Priming Shot. If we're lucky, maybe we get this Multi-Beam to do something next turn. Alternatively, I think we can play it at 0 cost to proc Stasis Engine. I'm not 100% sure if that works, but I'm definitely willing to try it. You go in. Okay, so this is what I was talking about before. That does count as 0 cost, so now we get 1 extra energy. Okay, we didn't draw anything useful there, so I guess we're taking 17. I don't think there's anything that can save us here. Unfortunately. Maybe Spiked Energy Drink, actually. If I'm able to play Shield Spikes, that's not enough to block this anyway. Okay, we'll just stick with this for now. We'll take the 17, go into defensive. Not a huge loss. Alright. Let's get our extra block in. $33 out of 44. Doesn't even matter, we're just using it for the Accelerate. And the Spheric Shield is nice too. Okay. Now Metal Jawworm dies to Thorns. Now we're dealing with 2 15 strength Jawworms, and hoping not to die. That being said, I think we'll be okay. Because that just outright kills, apparently. Seven, 8, 9. Okay. So many potions. Oh, that's right, I have White Beast. Here I am trying to track potion chance when I have a guaranteed potion every fight. I guess that should have meant I played one of these. I forgot I had Spiked Energy Drink on that one turn. I guess if I had rolled both of the other two, because I have Secret Bark, another instance of me forgetting. Coming back after the break, I think I need to take a moment to review everything. Because it's not easy to remember everything whenever you're constantly trying to figure out what to do for your immediate situation in this game. I don't think we need another Ancient Power Plus. Another Aquamarine could go into, like, Roll Attack or Temporal Strike, so I think I would take that. Now we gotta beat this. Okay. Regenerating Giant Head. Could be worse. I think this is a perfectly fine turn one here. Yeah, I'll risk it. Okay. Decent risk, I think. Putting Shield Charger into stasis now is pretty good. We're going to put Curl Up into stasis. I'm just realizing that I have Accelerate on these. So maybe not the best idea to use up all the block now. Alright, we'll just do this like this. Right. Okay, buffer, that'll save us for sure. At least for a couple turns. This blocks for 25. 33. Okay, I'm willing to take this risk. Okay, we hit Twin Slam, that's great. Nice. Now Orb Walk goes in. $45. Okay. We'll just put Curl Up in. Yeah, that's a kill. I honestly don't care about Ink. I didn't want to care about Ink Bottle this time. Spent so much time already. I think this is still better than this. Actually, maybe it's not. Because these are both doubled. This is 4 cards, this is 4 energy. Maybe the 4 energy is better. Especially in cases when I want to get Shield Charger into stasis and I don't have another way to do it. That being said, that's actually kind of a rare situation. But maybe the situation of me getting 4 cards in my hand that are expensive is also a little bit reasonable. Maybe it's not. We have Time Bomb, Shield Spikes, 2 of them actually. Stasis Engine, Roll Attack, Fierce Bash, Spheric Shield. I think I will stick with this. It's a risk, but you know. Stasis strike? Yeah, sure. We'll get another stasis slot here. Okay, this is our act chest, so we have to take the key, unfortunately. Letter opener's pretty good. And what was our path here? We wanted to... Did we want to attempt to kill the merchant? I think I decided that our tech was too slow, and didn't want to go down that path. Especially since we sacrifice another elite and campfire in order to do so. Oh, but there's this path on the left. I didn't see that last time. You know what? Sure. Let's go this way. Now let's start putting stuff into... Start putting our gems into sockets. This is going straight into roll attack. I could have actually put that quartz into temporal strike, now that I think about it. That might have been a better idea. Card to upgrade, huh? Future plans time? I think it's time to upgrade future plans. Get that in play turn 1. Maybe that wasn't smart. We have a lot of stasis, alternative stasis already. Okay. Alright, that'll kill everything next turn. I didn't even check our act boss, did I? What is it? It's Ironclad, okay. So no Hermit this game, which I think is pretty cool. This is 20 damage apiece. That seems worth doing. I think this is the turn where we use the spiked energy drink, though. So let's roll. Okay. That's great. $24 is enough. I would have liked to use speed boost here, but I need to kill all of these. So let's use Fierce Bash and Multi-Beam. Sure, why not? Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's close enough. Could take a protocol at this point. 4 brace a turn. Seems actually kind of reasonable. I don't think this is the greatest one out of all of them, though. Maybe I could look for better. There are 3 more of them, even though one of them is rare. I think we have a decent chance of hitting by next act, but maybe that's a little bit misleading. 2 shops that helps, though. I think I'll take the risk. I would like to get one of them, but again, not guaranteed here. Oh, I just realized I have Sacred Bark with Regen Potion. That's great. It's really good, actually. This is perfect as well. We don't need to go into defensive right now, so why don't we just put these in. This should get us a kill next turn. We won't be weak anymore. We'll have plenty of strength. And ink bottles on 9. Swift potion. Still, I think we skip that. Another orb walk, another shield charger. I think we're good. Let's upgrade now. Were we planning on using Ancient Power to cleanse a debuff of some kind? I don't think so. I could be wrong. I think we certainly went in a different direction if we were going to. There was the prospect of using permanent dexterity for our Twin Slam and all the other boards, but I think it's gone a little bit out the window now, which is fine. I think upgrading speed boost is going to be very good. There have been a few fights already that I remember where having the retain on that would have been useful. Alright, what are we losing here? I could just lose this future plans. I was kind of regretting having it. It is still somewhat helpful, sometimes. Suspension plus reprogram. This might just be too slow. Or perhaps maybe we don't need multi-beam anymore. Now that we've beaten Reptimancer. It would be good for Act 4 elites, but I don't see it being very good beyond that. I think we're doing mostly Fierce Bash stuff. Imagine saying that unironically. Fierce Bash, Construction Form, Floating Orbs. Multi-beam isn't looking too amazing. There have been a few turns where it's actually been more of a hindrance than a help. So I think we finally lose this. I wonder what the statistics are on that event. How often do people lose attacks versus skills versus powers? Oh man, the 5x5. I think this is our play. Yeah, cool. Alright, great. And that's our third attack, or third zero cost, I mean. So now we can play Fierce Bash. Oh, and we get Nunchaku? Thank you. Okay, we might be able to kill this after all. This comes out in how many turns? Maybe we want to leave room to put other stuff into stasis. I think we have pre-programmed still, so getting a card out of our draw is beneficial to us. Yeah. Like, for example, Orb Walk. Okay, we didn't draw Construction Form. That's what I was really thinking about there, trying to conserve energy for. Thanks, Ink Bottle. Well, at least now we can play Impatience. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. So we draw Speed Boost next turn, that's great. What else do we want next turn? Probably want Polybeam. I'm going to take the Suspension so we get it out next turn. I'll use that. Alright, so now we're going to have one turn to kill here. This is our last chance. I could use a potion. First things first, Suspension Plus. We're going to get Curl Up out of our hand here. Get that extra strength. We're going to use Speed Boost. Then we're going to Twin Slam twice. Oh yeah, this is absolutely a kill. Can we get Ink Bottle back up in time? Not quite, but still got the kill. I'm surprised. Our deck has come a very long way from how slow it used to be. A second one? No thanks. I'm good with one. Alright. So now that we've used all our keys, we're just free to spend whatever we want here. Bottled Flame. Just get every bottle you'd ever want. Bottle Flame on Fierce Bash is kind of just a no. It's not happening. Bottle Flame Stasis Strike is actually really interesting. Don't think we want to Bottle Twin Slam. Bottle Stasis Strike is actually pretty good. Would I buy it for $279? No. I think I'd rather buy You Are Mine and Card Remove and save for the next shop. Card Remove, what would we remove here? Priming Shot, maybe? It is a common attack at this point. Temporal Strike at least refunds its cost, like almost 100% of the time. It's probably still a good idea to remove here. I do think this is still beneficial to us, especially since we're going into Ironclad 3, where removing all the block is insane. Buying another Floating Orbs is actually really good for Stasis Engine, specifically. So yeah, I'm going to do this. Card Remove, Priming Shot. Fairy in a bottle? That's pretty crazy. I don't think we need to. I think we still save for the last shop. Although at this point in the game, like that represents 55 HP. Ooh. That's hard to say no to. But at the same time, this is also representing 55 HP, and this helps us get our stuff into play early. I could see us using it in the Act 4 Elite fight specifically. But I guess if you have enough HP, it doesn't matter whether or not you can get stuff into play fast. All right, let's do this. Yeah, so the later you are in the game, the more HP matters over just making your deck and relics stronger. HP, like if you ask yourself, how much HP does this thing I'm doing actually save me? Whether a card add or a relic add, or upgrading, or digging, or whatever. Yeah. Okay, Quantum Chamber's back. Want to copy a card 3 times? It's probably going to be Spheric Shield again. Spheric Shield is just a very good card to have in Quantum Chamber, since we don't really need a way to block that quickly. And I'd like to save that particular card for a later turn in the Niao fight. The only downside, I think, would really be the Act 4 Elite. I think even Ironclad 3, it's still a bit of a gamble whether or not I want this card earlier. And I don't think I need it with the potions I have. I think the potions give me so much safety. So yeah, definitely taking this. Definitely picking Spheric Shield here, I think. Because it doesn't make it cost 0, unlike Bottled Anomaly. We could also do Speed Boost for very funny shenanigans, but I don't think we need to. Alright. I think in Act 4 we're probably going to upgrade that. Because getting 3 of those actually represents a lot of HP. It represents 15 at least, and then the brace numbers might mean another 10 or 20. So that's quite a bit. Floating Orbs, so I get it back immediately, and then proc that, so I can block. Shield Charger, Twin Slam? Okay. We'll do Shield Charger, Twin Slam. Then we will use our Crystal Wards. How much damage does this do? 8? It's 20 total? Okay. Sounds fine to me. Oh, it's actually a little bit more. Cool. I was hoping to kill that, but I didn't really do the math. Now we gotta deal with Dazes. Not like it changed anything anyways. Let's play Roll Attack here. The AoE is nice. Time Bomb? Maybe we get Time Bomb in time. Why did that one do 5? It was because it got upgraded by Warp Tongs? That makes sense. Polybeam would damage us for 16. It's not great. Ah, come on. Okay, I gotta remember that. Eight. 9. Okay, now we have all 3 relics set up correctly. And yes, even Happy Flower. Because the bomb goes off at 2. Oh hey, Distilled Chaos is back. Don't care. Aquamarine, I think we filled up all our slots. Or was there one left? There was one left in Temporal Strike. I don't think I want to take that and carry it through the next act, but maybe it's good for... I was thinking maybe it's good for Stasis Engine, but we have 2 floating orbs now. I don't think we need to do that. I like how both of these came back in 1 card reward. Alright, Act Boss. I would have liked to save this for next turn. That sucks a little bit. But I guess you can't be picky. Maybe if I'm lucky I can get this with Speed Boost. I think that's worth gambling on. I don't think I want to play this immediately. So, can we get Speed Boost or a couple of Accelerate cards? We have plenty. We can, in fact, do that. Time Bomb's going in. Exploit Gems. Alright, say goodbye to your block. Alright, and I think we're going to go for this since Ironclad is attacking. Going into defensive means we have just enough block for Ironclad. Definitely want to play Construction Form, since Ironclad does not attack very often. Literally only body slams, in fact. Playing stuff on Ironclad would mean we take damage, so we want to be careful of that. I think that means we don't want to play Polybeam here, because it hits 4 times, and there's a decent chance we hit this 3, and then 3 or more. I think it's like a 32% chance that we hit this guy at least 3 times, and then lose one of our buffers. Exactly, actually. Oh, we have plenty of decks there. Orbok goes in. Alright. We don't have You Are Mine to save us this time, so let's see. Can we do the damage? Spoiler alert, I think the answer is yes. We absolutely can. I could have actually done the same manipulation that Time Bomb just had. If I hadn't played that 1 Crystal Ward, I would have had a full hand, and then it would have stayed in stasis for another turn. I think I have to remember that. I've mentioned before that I don't really like using exploits. I think there are a few that are like unavoidable, though. You're just going to run into them no matter what, so until they're patched, I'm going to treat something like that as a feature rather than a bug. Now I'm going to postpone going for this guy because if he dies, or if it dies, then Ironclad gets demon form, which is it's no me gusta. Yeah. Fierce Bash goes in now, maybe. Yeah, we'll do that. And I think we'll save Speed Boost. Let's play Temporal Shield and Stasis Strike. I like how this stays as the Scythe icon, but is only 9 damage. It's funny. Yeah, this can go in. I am now taking bets on whether or not Time Sifter is going to show up again in Act 4. It certainly does seem like one of those times where it would think it could be good here. I think I'd like to go into defensive for next turn. So I think I play Shield Spike's Curl Up rather than Spheric Shield. That does do it. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I guess we put another one in? Why not? Alright, now we gotta just build up more damage with our Chaku. We could still keep this. I don't think we need to, so I'm just gonna play it. Alright. Here's hoping we don't miss. Okay. Oh, that couldn't really be avoided, but that's okay. Impatience. More cards, more damage. Guess I'll put you in now. I literally just forget what I looked at, but I think that playing Temporal Shield would draw Speed Boost. Yes. Also, unfortunately, I don't think playing the Spheric Shields puts me in defensive, so I'm just going to do this. Now we want that still. I'll just put that in so we get it back next turn. Alright, let's get this kill. Alright. And now the Merchant. So yeah, I'm feeling confident going into Act 4 here. I think the mistake that we had earlier ultimately didn't really stop us from winning the game, so that's good. It might have been better to put the Shield Spikes into Stasis for the bomb turn, because it would come out in time. That's fine, though. Draw some right, Fierce Bash is here. Alright, let's do this then. Oh, we're in defensive now. Okay. $35 block. This unfortunately gets blocked by both the artifact, but I don't think we really have a way to handle it otherwise, so just play it now. No real reason to keep it. 46. I guess that means we... yeah, we'll just do Twin Slam. We'll get the block from Shield Charger. I think we want to get close, but not into defensive again, if possible. Because the turn after the next turn is a big attack. With Vulnerable against a Swift Strike and a Hand of Greed. So being prepared for that is important. We probably have Stasis defensive brace somewhere. Alternatively, we can just use construction form. That's also a thing. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll make a what is it called? Stasis engine. Give us another energy for shield spikes. Right? No, that only blocks for 13. Okay, I guess we're doing Spirit Shield. That's fine too, because the next turn, again, big hit. Maybe I should have done the bigger one? The one that got upgraded? Yeah, that might have made more sense. He's got another artifact charge, my gosh. Yeah. Let's draw more cards. $64 damage incoming. We block one of them with the buffer. I think we just play this as is. Spirit Shield goes in. Yeah. Seven, 8, 9. Alright. We seem to have enough damage here. So construction form does basically nothing. It blocks 18, which, yeah, we don't need to spend 3 energy on that. Let's just use our setup. For some reason, I thought I had another energy. Maybe because I'm used to Happy Flower on turn 1. Yeah, okay. We're gonna go for defect, I think. Yeah, we'll just get some construction form back. Then once we kill defect, we have an extra 2 buffer to work with. Alright, I guess we're going back into defensive again. Alright, 55 HP. Do we have any healing in our relic bar? Doesn't look like it. No. So I'm just going to use this now. That represents 55 HP. We'll be back to 97 by the end of this, hopefully. Although maybe at this rate, maybe not. Okay, we got construction form in play. That is good. lose a buffer now, but that's okay. Let me get rid of this. Oh my. Alright then. Yeah, I don't mind losing all this. Even Twin Slam, even to an extent. Maybe I do care a bit. I can always play Speed Boost next turn. It's ethereal, but it also has Retain, which means the Retain overrides the ethereal. I can save this other one? Cool. Yeah. Ethereal and Retain. It's a weird interaction that's actually from the base game. Since apparently the devs never thought something like that would happen. And they would be right if this was the base game, of course. So. Where's the attack in my hand? I played Impatience with... Did Stasis Engine draw this first so that Impatience couldn't work? I think that's what just happened. And that's kind of sad. Of course, Niall decides to heal Defect. We're going to use Roll Attack this turn with the AoE. First Orb Slam there, then Roll Attack, then probably pre-program on You Are Mine. I'd like to have it cheap. Yeah, I think we've been defensive for a few turns now. We might just go back again. $31 does it. Back in defensive we go. Still got 5 more turns for our regen. We do want to keep that in mind. Thankfully, Niall has completely forgotten to buff Silent, except for like maybe once. So don't really have anything to worry about with her. Maybe a little bit. We might just have to kill next turn or something. This is fine though. We still have buffers, so we can tank a couple more hits if we want. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Then curl up. It hits shield spikes. I forgot it was coming out, so I was wanting to play this, but I guess it wasn't to be. Yeah, I would like to get that back out, please. Okay, we blocked 1 hit, which means we keep 2 buffer. Okay, can we do 21 here? I think yes. Alright, we couldn't quite get there, but that's fine. $21. And I'm frail. Alright. Shield spikes. Now we play speed boost. 22. So now we full block. I'm gonna play curl up. And she attacks again. Okay. So I'm just gonna end right now. Alright. Pretty good. And for our troubles, we got the boot. I called it. I completely called this. Oh, that's so... How? How does this keep happening? Do I want it? We have so much accelerate already. Like, 1 extra accelerate per turn does not compare to all the accelerate we have in our cards. And it takes up a turn 1 draw and a turn 1 energy. I think we'd want the emergency more, maybe? That makes a lot more sense. Sorry, Time Sifter, you're still bad. Nothing looked particularly appealing here. We already know what happens whenever we take Pocket Sentry, but we couldn't afford it anyway. Like 20 gold off of Bag of Prep, which kind of sucks, but we have some innate stuff already, so just remove another card. I think it's time for Temporal Strike to go. Never mind. We have a literal curse in our deck. You get to survive this time, Temporal Strike. Congratulations. And our final upgrade. We discussed it before. I don't remember what it was. Right, it was Spirit Shield because it is being tripled. Alright, we are very set up for this Neal fight. I think the only downside is that we wouldn't be able to use our Entropic Brew immediately. Unless we want to lose 1 potion. Maybe that's still fine. I don't see us having a lot of trouble here. The couple of things that we do have to think about are the fact that there are Thorns and Demon Form coming into play on Meow. So maybe getting an early boost is better. It might be better to high roll on try a high roll on 1 potion than get consistency on 2, because you can low roll with 1 or 2 potions, really. Okay, I'm gonna just use this now. Blessing of the Forge. Not the best in this context, but we haven't had a lot of upgrades this game, because we've been relying on Warp Tongs. So I could see this actually having a good effect at some point in this fight. Do we use Shield Charger now? It's a good question. I'm usually not into doing that immediately. Especially last fight, we ran out of defensive mode pretty fast. I think we'll just stick with the strategy of losing HP early on in the fight. That should be fine. It gets us into defensive faster, or in a more controlled fashion for later in the fight. Do we upgrade Orb Walk and Fierce Bash? Depends on what other upgrades we have. Curl Up, another Shield Charger, Ancient Power. Ancient Power is really good. Temporal Shield, Temporal Strike is a bit more. You Are Mine, Shield Spikes, Polybeam. Still got a lot of good hits here. I wonder what happens if Haunted hits Construction Form and then we upgrade it. Will it lose the Ethereal because it already had it? That would be a very interesting experiment. I think we do still wait. Oops. I don't think Orb Walk is that big of a priority, and neither is Fierce Bash. They're nice, but not that nice. And I think we'd rather put Fierce Bash into stasis rather than play it. Because I want to draw more cards here. Okay, we got Haunted now. I guess we do this now since we just drew all of them. Okay. Yeah, this works. So now we can get rid of... Right, that gave us a draw 2 card. That's fine, though. Absolutely fine. We have some good upgrades coming up. We got that Ancient Power. We got Shield Spikes. We got Polybeam, maybe? If we use Suspension, we draw an extra card. Could use that to put Emergency into Stasis so I can upgrade the rest of my cards. I think we do just do this. Oh, right, we do it immediately. Okay, I guess we're doing this. And I guess Shield Spikes can go in now? I kind of forgot how the whole Accelerate gem was socketed into so many cards thing. Can you upgrade this? That'd be funny if you could. I don't think Ancient Power Plus is necessary here. I think we still have some good hits with You Are Mine, Curl Up. Another Haunted in the draw. That means Construction Form is still on the table to upgrade in case we can't play it. Although I guess we could just put it into Stasis anyway. And Polybeam's there too. Time Bomb even? No. Shield Charger is also good. Temporal Shield is actually really good because it draws an extra card. So yeah, I'm going to still keep this. I think we do this first. No, we have a ink bottle. Okay, we got Polybeam, right. So I'm going to use Emergency, then Fierce Bash. Well, I was going to use Speed Boost now, but I guess we have to play Construction Form. No, now we use the upgrade, so that we can play it later, because we just stop 18 damage, and that's all. That's all. Oh, even worse, because we're going to do this. I guess we could have actually done... No, we would have spent energy before that anyways. Okay. Overall, I think this ended up okay. No. Maybe? Do we just draw back into it? Seems a little risky. I guess we could do like Suspension Emergency stuff as well, so I'll just forego putting that in. We have other stuff that we want to put into Stasis anyway. Okay. Now we get our Spheric Shields. Oh, and our Haunteds. Great. Okay, so we got to deal with Bewildered as well. Alright. Let's see if we can make something work here. Low rolls? Okay, those were decently low rolls. I don't mind losing this. This is fine. Not ideal, but still fine. We can probably play one of these now. I definitely would like a way to put one into Stasis, but I don't think that's going to happen. We don't really have that, unless Curl Up somehow. Hits one. I guess that means we have to get rid of other stuff in hand. Curl Up for 2, so we play Stasis Strike. Alright, hit one of the Spheric Shields, please. That was not a Spheric Shield. I guess we could just let these go. It kind of reminds me of, I think, our last episode where I played the Spheric Shield because it was ethereal, and then it messed with the Bryce counter too much to actually be useful. So yeah, I'm going to put a Spheric Shield into Stasis. And we'll lose the other two. A little bit unfortunate. I was trying to avoid a situation like that, but I guess it couldn't be helped. Construction Form is back, which is great. Okay. Sure. Alright, now we don't lose our buffer, which is great. Okay, we get emergency next turn. I don't think we want to play. I don't think we want to spend energy on Bewildered, so I'm going to just put it into stasis. Then whenever it comes out, we can play it for 0 and be just fine. Do we put the shield charger in now? Not yet, because we have plenty of block for next turn. Right? Maybe. Maybe not. This isn't the greatest next hand. Maybe there's a chance that we draw back to shield spikes if we don't put it into stasis. What is our next turn? Next turn will be like 8 strength. I think the usual triple attack is like 8 times 3, so it's 16, and then Niao will be weakened to 12 times 3, which is 36. So we'll have 23 out of 36 already, and we're going to be wanting to play these attacks. Yeah, we'll just put shield charger in. We got to deal with thorns too. Okay. Gotta get rid of that. This is good. Oh, Neo's already at max. I guess that makes sense. I guess we don't want to play anything else then. Keeping those cards is a little bit weird, but I think it makes sense still. Alright, now we go into defensive mode and keep the block for the big attack next turn. Which is fine, I guess. But not ideal. We do need to get the Sphere Smash back. We're going to keep emergency. That way we can get our Fierce Bash back. Maybe redraw into some block cards. Okay, we're drawing that next with Exploit Gems. I think we want Impatience in, maybe? Yeah. Just play this now. Would have liked a bit more block here. I guess playing one too many attacks did that to me. That's fine. We get the kill now. GG. Alright. Decent ending. Definitely felt a bit overpowered there. Barely lost any HP that fight. We did just lose all of our defense, though. That's just kind of how Guardian ends up working for me. You eventually run out of defense, but it's usually long enough that you're able to get the kill. There have been a couple times where that hasn't been the case, where my damage has been very, very slow. So, gotta watch out for that in the future, too. Alright. First thing I want to note, almost died in Act 1 because I took an elite over a fire. Went down to 5 HP before resting here, and then we barely scraped by, and the boss had 8 HP. Definitely have to be more careful in the future. Our risk did pay off, though. We didn't die. We got another relic. White Beast statue, I bet helped. I don't 100% remember, but I'm sure it helped. I do remember strategizing the potions before the boss as well. Let's see, what else was there? How many? We have 7 rares in our deck. I think we hit a bunch of rares early, right? Future Plans, Ancient Power, Time Bomb, Priming Shot. Speed Boost, we hit Speed Boost at 4-6. I think this Impatience was a mistake this early. I'll have to keep that in mind for the future. Like, obviously, a draw 2 looks good, even early for 0 energy, but we didn't know what kind of deck we were going to go into yet, and we ended up with a deck that had a decent number of attacks. Even though we didn't have a lot of attacks in the early fights, we had Future Plans, Ancient Power, Time Bomb. We only got a Priming Shot there, and got a Speed Boost, and we were looking to start to go into Stasis, which we eventually did. We went into a Stasis build, but we still ended up with a bunch of attacks, even though we had a bunch of non-attacking cards in the early floors. So we'll have to keep that in mind for later. Even though it looked like we were going a completely different direction, we still ended up with a bunch of attacks. Your deck can kind of make a turning point at any time. Let's see. Your block was also a little bit weird. It was kind of in a desperation play. I still think it got us through at least Act 1, though. Construction Form here was really clutch. Construction Form is just such a busted card. Getting it before the boss probably saved us, to be honest. And then, let's see. Anything interesting happened here? Just went further into the stasis thing. Got the library. Got a shield spikes from the library. Got a bunch of ambers for accelerate, so that was cool. It's not that often that you get to see that many. Of a single gem that isn't a common. It's kind of like that 3 citrine run that we had earlier in the series, a couple episodes ago. Except I think we got 4 or 5 ambers in this one. As an uncommon, of course, that makes sense to have a little bit more, but still should be rare to have that happen. Got pre-programmed there. We didn't upgrade too much this run. We relied a lot on Warp Tongs coming out of Act 1. That was another gamble that I went for. Maybe should have taken just the flat upgrade, but it did mean that we could take a lot less fires for the rest of the game and focus more on resting. We even recalled here. We held on to the pain for a while. When did we get rid of it? Yeah, we got rid of it here instead of this early merchant because we got some really good stuff. We got Overload and Crystal Ray. No, that we skipped those. We took Suspension. We bought Preserved Insect. Right, that was to get us through Act 2. Another good purchase, I think, over the pain. I think that saved us a lot more HP on average, and I'm pretty sure I talked about that. Baylor's Lordly Plate, always a great thing whenever you're going into, whenever you're using a lot of defensive stuff. I think this bottle was a little weird, but hey. The Happy Flower, was that a purchase as well? I don't remember. Yeah, it was another purchase. That worked out very well for us. Setting up the Happy Flower on 2, we had plenty of ways to stall. So getting the Happy Flower on 2 before the next fight, so we could play all of our good cards in the early parts of the fight, really did a lot of work for us. I've heard talk that this being 1/3 of a boss relic really shouldn't be a common, but here we are. Act 2 Pandora's Box worked out for us pretty well too, because I think I had only gotten 1 removed by that point. We got a lot of interesting stuff. I think Fierce Bash was one of the things. I don't remember 100%, and it doesn't tell you what cards you got from Pandora's. But yeah, we got a bunch of weird stuff that ended up working out for us pretty well. And then by the time we got to Act 4, we were just very, very overpowered. having a 3 energy deck, essentially, except for Slaver's Collar, with Sacred Bark and Pandora's Box in Act 2, uh, very rare combo for most people, I would think, because I mentioned earlier that Sacred Bark is not anyone's first choice uh, for a lot of the player base. So taking that, not only taking that, but going into Act 2 with it, very ballsy move. The White Beast statue certainly helped, and I felt that we could get through on 3 energy, which we could. And then I took Pandora's Box just to get rid of all our strikes and defends at that point. I didn't really see a need to get more energy whenever we already had the ability to get more with Happy Flower, and then in elite fights and boss fights we had Slaver's Collar. And again, I think a correct decision. Quantum Chamber didn't actually work out as much as I thought it would, because of a very unlucky Haunted coming out of Niao's single attack. 1 in 5 chance for that. And especially because we had already gotten the Haunted earlier in the fight that already came from Niao. So yeah, sometimes things just work out like that. But we had more than enough power to win. Maybe taking another Floating Orbs was foolish. I took it mainly for the Stasis Engine. I guess the last thing I really want to say here is the more I've played with Stasis Engine in the past, and even now, the more I'm really feeling this 2 cost. It feels so expensive to get this engine into play that I think I won't be taking it as much later on. I would have to absolutely need it in order to survive. But to be fair, it did do a lot of work for us in this run, by the time I got it anyways. In the late game, I was able to set up a lot of zero-cost combos in order to get us a crucial extra energy in order to play our expensive cards, which happened quite frequently even. So yeah, I think that'll be everything for this run. Sorry for the multiple cuts, in case that lowers the quality. I am noticing it's hard to remember what happened earlier in the runs because I take breaks for long periods of time over the course of a day or something. That sometimes causes problems, like the Sacred Bark. The Sacred Bark fiasco with the Flex Potion that was supposed to give me 10 strength. I'll keep a closer eye on that in the future and try a lot harder to not forget crucial things like that. Alright, hope to see you guys in future episodes of the series. See you later.